Welcome to Level Up with Winnie Sun.
Hi, everyone. I hope that you had a great Halloween weekend and welcome back to the week. Happy Monday to you, wherever you're joining us from. As a reminder, I go live each and every weekday. As long as the financial markets are open, we'll give you a financial recap at the end of the day to tell you the things that you really want to know about the financial markets. Now, the Dow closed up 417 points today. The NASDAQ joined up also a strong 46 points. Last week was the worst week since March 20 of 20. In fact, this year, we saw a 5.6% drop in the S&P last week, which crushed many of the best 2020 performers of this year. So the question many asked over this weekend was simply, did the stock market get oversold last week, or is it just the beginning as COVID-19 pandemic cases continue to surge here in the United States? What do you think? And if last week was a correction, is the worst over, or is there more correcting to go? Those are the questions that we should be watching carefully this week. As you know, tomorrow, historical election data. We're hoping to have some clarity, right? Well, who did well today? Let's talk about that. Honeywell and Walgreens did very well on the Dow, but those who dipped, Facebook as well as Amazon dipped in terms of big tech. On other tech news, Apple also announced that on November 10th, very shortly here, that there's going to be new Macs with Apple chips. So we're expecting to see more information on that. Let's see what Apple is about to share, and let's see if it really makes consumers continue to go and purchase more Apple devices and see if Apple continues to do well this year. So what are investors looking for guidance on this week? Well, three main things. Number one, as you know, who's going to be elected or reelected to the most important job here in the nation, the President of the United States? Will we see news tomorrow, and will that news be very clear in terms of who our new leadership will be? The second thing is, of course, the coronavirus. Is it going to be improving, or is it getting worse? And thirdly, the stimulus package. When is it coming, and how broad is the support going to be, and how will it benefit Americans? And, overall, those are the things that investors continue to seek knowledge on, and certainly our clients are asking us about this week. Now, what about the economy? So we're still in the middle of earnings season, and investors are looking for company results and, of course, management outlook to give us some idea if the economy is actually improving. So far, the earnings results give investors hope. There have been some really promising numbers, in fact, especially in large tech and retail, as we saw the last couple of weeks. But more importantly, we're also talking about the stimulus saga. So this is continuing. National polling shows that former Vice President Biden is holding about a notable lead over President Donald Trump. So investors are asking, should they be worried? Investors worry that should there be a Democrat win, President Donald Trump would have little incentive to push through a deal and a lame duck period. So unfortunately, that means, depending on if Vice President Biden does win, we might not have stimulus support anytime soon. And that's certainly causing a lot of havoc for a lot of Americans. A lot of people continue to be very, very concerned. So on other news that you can use, I want to share with you this article today that Michelle Fox from CNBC shared about. And actually, I got a chance to collaborate with her on this. And the title is, American Families Are in Survival Mode. Here's how it's changing their money mindset. And this talks about how families across America are dealing with major financial and cultural changes due to the coronavirus pandemic. Just today, I've spoken with Americans who have been laid off, hoping to find a new job, considering moving out of state, wondering how long their savings would last. We're doing these meetings back to back right now. So if you have a question, if you want to talk to somebody, this is definitely a chance to reach out. Because we're talking about rolling out their previous 401ks, their 403bs, pensions, company stock, and making plans on how we'll be replacing that paycheck for the next 3 months, and in many cases, maybe even longer. According to Michelle's article, millions of Americans have also moved in with family members because of the COVID-19 crisis. In July, 52% of young adults live with one or both of their parents. That's definitely up from last year. These changes, this really changes things, how has the pandemic impacted you and your family? And those are things that we want to hear about and talk about. One of the silver linings that I see for some is that we're spending more time under the same roof with our families. We're learning to co-plan, co-budget, and so many other things. For some of you, this could be an opportunity to have some financial planning discussions. Michelle's article talks about strategies for this. So if you didn't get a chance to, I definitely want to recommend that you take a moment and check this out. A quick hello also. Robin, it's great to see you. Lena, it's great to see you. Cross 10 Fighter, it's great to see you. And most important, thank you so much for asking me. Doing pretty well. Really busy, but all good. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really want to thank you for tuning in because, so many discussions that we're having. And most importantly, I want to make sure that you join me tomorrow. We're going to have a big election day stock market recap. I want you to bring your pen, your paper. We have so much to discuss. And in terms of this week, so much discussions. In fact, my schedule is completely booked full. So I want to make sure that I continue to share that news with you so you know how to best manage your money. You're going to want to tune in. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you strategies. We're going to talk about things that you can do proactively as we go into the end of the year. And also, I'm going to share with you some workshops that we have planned. So public workshops, as you know, I'm doing a ton of volunteer speaking to many groups across the nation. If you have a group and you want to have me speak, definitely reach out. I would love to talk to you as well. So with that, take care, be well. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.